The math behind the lottery. A lot of people have certainly dreamt about winning the lottery, but without a doubt, there are more who have angrily crumpled up the ticket after a draw, saying, "I can't believe I missed it again." From a psychological point of view, their indignation is completely understandable, but from a mathematical perspective, it isn't. Like most other games of chance, lotteries offer an enormous sum of money in exchange for a small investment. Undoubtedly, all the players have a chance to win the jackpot. But how big is that chance? Let's do some math. In this case, just to simplify things, let's take a lottery game where you have to select 5 numbers out of 60. How many outcomes can there be? The first number drawn can be 1 out of 60. Since that number cannot be drawn again, the second number can be 1 of 59 kinds. The third number can be 1 out of 58, the fourth, 1 out of 57, and the fifth, 1 out of 56. The possibilities multiply, as, for example, you can draw any of 59 numbers after the first draw of any of 60, so there are already 60 times 59, that is, 3,540 different cases for the first 2 numbers. However, we have counted all the combinations multiple times this way. Since we differentiated, for example, the combination 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 from the combination 20, 10, 30, 40, 50, or from the combination 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. But the order in which the numbers are drawn does not matter in the lottery. So the value we obtained before has to be divided by the number of possible orders in which a set of 5 numbers can be drawn. So on the day of the draw, that particular set of 5 numbers is drawn by the computer out of 5,461,512 different combinations. Those couple of zeros at the beginning of the number tells us that our chances of winning the jackpot are rather slim. In other words, you should buy 5,461,512 different tickets to make sure you have the one that wins you the jackpot. Although, if you buy all the tickets, then apart from the jackpot ticket, you will also have tickets with 4, 3, and 2 numbers drawn, not to mention all those without a single hit. The sum of the prize for the hits always depends on the particular state of the lottery. Before you start purchasing tickets enthusiastically, though, just think a few things through. Although the sums for winning tickets all add up, part of them would have to be shared with other players who also have a winning ticket. What is more, filling in almost 5.5 million tickets with different combinations would consume an awful lot of time too. For example, if 100 people came together and filled in tickets at a speed of 5 tickets per minute without a break, it would take them more than 182 hours. That is more than 7.5 days. Naturally, organizing and coordinating the job would also constitute an almost impossible task, not to mention doing the actual job. Another piece of bad news for those still interested is that the cost of purchasing all those tickets would probably exceed the total sum of the winnings. The majority of players select lucky numbers on the tickets that relate to their lives or those of their loved ones. Not having won for many long years, they feel sure that their numbers will suddenly turn up. A lot of people analyze the results of draws from past weeks, months, and years, looking to the statistics for some help. Hasn't it been a long time since a certain number was drawn? Well, it would be about time, so now it will surely be among the winning numbers. Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Or rather, it's dead simple, because all the combinations have the same chances at every draw. So, it is entirely possible that the numbers in the current draw will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or a set of numbers just as odd, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60, just as there is also a chance that the same set of 5 numbers will be drawn from now until the end of days. Let's generalize what we saw in the current example. The same connection can also be expressed in a more closed form. In the language of mathematics, this is called a combination without repetition. There are more complex lottery games than this, of course, where, for example, you have to select numbers from multiple tables. But the chances of winning can be defined in a similar way. One thing is for sure, though. You have to be luckier than a maths whiz to win the lottery.